Okay, look. Before we get into this, I need to make a disclaimer. I do not claim to be a based queen. However, as we've talked about before, I do hate censorship. I do hate cancel culture. And I do love Shoe0nHead. I think that she makes a lot of really good points, and I think that she makes really good content, and I really respect her. She put this out yesterday, and I haven't seen it yet, so I thought that this was the perfect video to watch and react to today. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of her, and I'm excited to watch this. It's called Cult of the Crybullies: Why People Hate the Left. And for reference, I am not really an overly political person. I am pretty young, so like I just I haven't really fully formed my like whole opinion on things yet, and because I understand that like I am just not super knowledgeable, they don't okay, so like you don't really have a politics class in high school. You have history, um, but you don't really like get into a lot of current events and politics. And being where I'm from, which, like, just based off of the way that I talk, I'm sure that you guys can make some assumptions, but like, there's a lot of people on one side of where I'm from, and I feel like that's what I've heard my whole life. And it's not that I don't agree with it, it's more that, like, as a person, I'm somebody who is going to question things a lot and, like, challenge things. And so, like, I don't want people to tell me how to think or feel. And being born and raised where I was born and raised, it's sort of like if you don't think or feel a certain way, people get like really pressed. People get really mad. Like they're actually seething. So for the most part, I just haven't really like talked about my views because I know that they're not fully formed and fully developed. But anyway, anyways, anyways, we're gonna watch Shoe0nHead because I love her. I think she's pretty. I think that she's smart and well spoken. And yeah.
Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of What the Hell is Going On with your host, Ugly Belle Delphine. Now before you ask, yes, there is an Epstein Files video coming out. I feel like everyone has like streamer brain nowadays. And
yes,
like every
thank you.
video has to be breaking news in order to get the most views. But I am taking my time with it. I'm sure you understand there is a lot happening.
Yes.
You know, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Is Jewish. I want to be clear.
I just hate how they argue. Like, I really fucking hate how they argue. We should be able to have productive conversations without yelling at each other.
Your country, sir. Anyway, let's just forget about these satanic billionaire pedophiles running the world, and let's talk about some internet drama, shall we? Because that is what's really important. For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet. To the point where these
I hate
words
that.
hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online,
literally, if somebody dislikes you,
like,
you're racist.
oh, what funny joke did they tell? But ladies and gentlemen, we have
Based,
officially come to the point. We're not saying anything. Also makes you a racist Nazi. For the
Oh,
few of you who are-
okay. Who was that? Literally just happened in VTubing. I forget who it was. Ah, fuck. I forget who it was. But there have been big VTubers or like bigger VTubers who have come out and been like, I just don't know. Oh no, wasn't a VTuber? Emiru got fucking cooked, which I thought was so fucking stupid. Because I'm kind of in the same situation. I mean, she's a lot older than me, but still, I'm in the same situation where I'm like, okay, well, I don't feel like I got a proper education on all of this. And so I don't know if I can really speak on it. Like for real. So I don't know. I think it's so fucking stupid that people are like, well, I need you to tell me that we agree or I can't support you. I am an anime girl on the internet. And if you are looking to anime girls on the internet for your political opinions, I think that you might want to get your head checked. Like, this is entertainment. This is not a news channel. This is not political inherently. And I don't know. I just don't want politics in my VTubing. That's it. But I think it's fucking stupid that people are getting cooked over it.
channel who are employed, there's a very popular Twitch streamer named Emiru. She's a
Oh
cosplayer
shit,
who's
yeah,
kind of
she
fun,
just got
chill,
into what I
normal
was just
video
talking
game
about.
streamer. Well, the other day, someone in her chat asked her opinion about ice, and this is what she had to say.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted, this was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right? Wrong. This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like decades worth of news has happened in the past like 2 months, don't you? Every day there's like a breaking story. That's
just because of social media
you've ever heard in your life. And everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion on every single breaking story. There's pressure to react, to pick a side, to condemn, to defend. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're usually not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we jump into today's video, shall we?
I just don't read the news.
See how news stories are being covered all across the
I don't care if it's ignorant, but like
every story comes with a quick visual
I just don't read the news.
Political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and really make sure you're getting both sides. They really make it fun and easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership
I do like that though.
For example, let's take a look at this one about how RFK admits he used to snort cocaine off toilet seats. If you look it up on Ground News, a right-wing headline covers it like this: RFK revealed why he wasn't scared of COVID. It was a legendary answer. And a left-wing outlet covers the same story like this: Robert F. Kennedy Jr. doesn't fear germs, and his reason is really, really gross. Same story, completely different vibes. The Ground News feature I like the most is the blind spot tool. It shows you how news stories have been covered by only one side of the political spectrum.
I guess if I was interested in the news, I would use it.
Migration has gone too far. Rare Hillary Clinton W. Suspicious. 37 sources covered it. 91% of those sources were right-wing, and only 4% were left-wing. Interesting. Or this one about how middle-class Americans are selling plasma because of financial pressure. Americans are selling their blood because they're so poor. 71%
That's
of the sources that covered this were
crazy.
left-wing, and only 14% were right-wing. I have been using Ground News for like 5 years now. and I
Yeah,
am
that's
obsessed. It's one of
crazy.
the first apps I open when I wake up in the morning. It really helps me stay informed.
Oh
and
god,
helps me
I would
keep up
want
with
to
the
kill
news for my
myself
videos.
if
But don't
I
just
read the
take my
news
word
first
for
thing
it.
in the
Even the
morning.
Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. This comes to only like $5 a month, which is like the price of a cup of coffee nowadays. To get the 40% discount, just go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan.
Sorry if
today.
you hear my
Big
little
thanks to
brother
Ground
in the
News for sponsoring
background.
this video, and thank you, the
My
viewer,
parents
for not
decided
skipping the
to have
ad
another
as
kid when they were
always.
old.
Right. And now, let's get back to the video. In this video, we are going to talk about the drama surrounding Emiru, the people trying to cancel her, the mistake the left is making by embracing cancel culture again. We're gonna read some insane, hilarious tweets, of course, and then we will talk about my personal experience with these people. And what do I mean by these people? I mean the cult of the crybullies. I'm sorry if I sound even more like a prepubescent boy in this video. I am a little bit sick,
How
but I
dare
am here,
you.
slaving over a hot laptop for you. If
I
you guys
actually
saw
really
my
like
last
our
video, you
voice.
know I am quite critical of ICE. I don't think we should abolish them, of course, but I think it is good and healthy to criticize your government. I am a political culture war commentator. I talk about political topics often. People come to me to hear my political opinions.
That's true.
But not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer. And not everybody wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer. Sometimes we just want to have fun
I
and
don't
talk
want
about
to
other
be one of
things. There are
them,
lots of other
but I
things
do
to talk
appreciate
about.
people
Sometimes we want to look at
who
funny
do
memes
this.
or watch funny videos without having politics shoved down our throat. So a lot of people thought it was really refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics? It was a perfectly sane, rational opinion. So of course, like half the internet had a problem with
Fuck
it. It's
it.
just not that hard to say f ICE. It's really not that hard to say f ICE, to be honest. Is it so hard to just say f ICE? It's really not hard to say f ICE. Jesus Christ, how hard is it to just say f ICE? How hard is it to just say f ICE? How hard is it to just say f ICE and move on? Oh my god. Just say f ICE. It's not hard. Is it so hard to just say the line? Say the line! Say it! Jesus Christ, like at this point, even if Emiru did want to like abolish ICE, even if she really did think f ICE, she shouldn't say it. Like I wouldn't say it at this point.
Yeah,
Because this is just like
I
this
wouldn't
is like
say
a
it.
horde of zombies chasing after you. Hey, it's
It's-
actually super easy to stream and have opinions. I'll show you. ICE, Donald Trump and everyone in his administration.
They just want to
Elon
brainwash
Musk, free
you.
Palestine. US is on stolen land built by stolen people. Luigi did nothing wrong. Abortion is healthcare. Leave trans people the f
Yeah, they
alone.
just want to
These people
brainwash you.
literally
They just want you to
speak in bumper
regurgitate what they
stickers, dude. Just
say.
like copy pasting the internet leftist starter pack. What the hell am I looking at? I hate the Reddit ass. Hey, it's super easy. It's crazy, like 1,000 years ago, this dude's ancestors were hunting mammoths. And now he's on here like, men should not be speaking like this. I'm sorry. We need another war. The post that really seemed to kick this all off was made by Denims, the self-described largest female political streamer. Only because I don't stream Denims. Only because I don't stream. Anyway, don't
Block
have any, like,
it.
beef with Denims. This
Block
isn't like an
it.
own Denims video. We used to be kind of cool years ago, but she apparently has some opinions on Emiru, so let's hear her out. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo. First of all, she's not
I'm
fence-sitting.
honestly
She's just choosing
rolling
not to
my
talk about
fucking
politics. Like, in order to
eyes.
fence sit, you actually have to say something. She didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo. Why is everything the f***ing Holocaust? It's totally normal to criticize ICE. It's totally understandable to have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo?
Yeah,
Don't you guys
like-
get tired of this shit? Like, don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while? Everything is Nazis. Everything
Yeah,
is the
like,
Holocaust,
okay,
everyone is
okay.
Hitler. It's like nothing else bad ever happened in history. Like, what did they used to compare bad things to before World War II? Oh my
So
god, you're
true,
literally
clock it.
Napoleon. Also, I love this. Racist chud. Like, where did the racism part, like, where did that come from? Listen, I don't get on camera and start talking about cars or math or taxes or investing or going outside or the plenty of other things I don't know about. I sit here and talk about the gender war and the culture war because I'm good at those things, and that's what people watch me for. That is my lane, and I stay in it. Emiru likes what she's doing. Her audience likes what she's doing. There are plenty of other channels that will regurgitate your political takes back to you. Just turn on the TV. Turn on CNN. Most people, most normal people, are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes.
Clock it. Yes.
Glub Shido thinks of politics, okay? Why does Glub Shido have to get on stage and start talking about how we're on stolen land or some shit? Why do you need your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird? Like, do you really
Also,
want
like,
Sweeney?
Look. Also, like, if the average person is getting their political opinion from millionaires, billionaires, that's probably problematic. That's probably problematic. I'm not saying that they don't have your best interest, but like, ultimately, I don't think anybody has your best. That's why, okay, so that's why I'm not like super political, because I just don't trust politicians. I don't think that I know enough, but I know enough that like, I know that no matter what side you're on, you should not trust politicians. Like, I don't know that they have your best interests. Politicians, as like, politics as a career is to just try to stay in power for as long as possible. That's why so many people in politics go into like continuously different like sectors of politics. Fuck, I wish I paid more attention in government, but like a lot of politicians are like lifelong politicians.
Throwing up in your mouth? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Please don't answer that.
She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say ICE. It's not that hard of a concept.
You actually don't have to know what you're talking about in order to just say the line. What? You should look into a topic, do your own
just
research, come
have to
your own
regurgitate
conclusion,
whatever
and
people
form your own
feel.
opinion on the topic. You should not just blindly, mindlessly say the line.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying ICE. What about Cinna? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say
Isn't
ICE.
Cinna
You don't
like
have to be a
her
political
roommate
content
or
creator to say the line.
something?
All your other friends are saying the line, Emiru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emiru?
Ice. Okay, but unironically though, them. Straight up.
Yeah, like, aren't they
Hey,
actually
Yeah,
roommates?
it's them. Don't care. And if you don't like that I say that, it's
Not that you
f-
have to
you know
share
what I mean?
opinion with
It's
your
really that easy for
roommates,
me, I'm telling you right
but
now.
There's Emiru's roommate saying the line.
oh
Why
yeah,
not?
they
How
are.
did
They
her- By the way,
are.
Where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly abusive relationship. This girl who literally just got assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention. Now this girl
Yeah,
is going through
like,
all of
what the
this. I guess
actual
it's fine to be
fuck?
silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet, but don't you dare stay silent about current thing. I don't even
Yeah,
know this woman,
how
and
dare.
I'm sticking my neck out for her because it pisses me off seeing this kind of shit happen to people who absolutely do not deserve it.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about
Pissed.
politics in your fucking country. You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing. So
Okay. I'm over 18 by a little bit. And I am still developing my own opinions. Like, I am not solid on my opinions because I haven't even gotten to vote yet. Like, yeah, I haven't even gotten to vote yet. Like, I just and again, like, I know I said this earlier and I don't want to use it as an excuse, but the government section of high school, like, teaching is like a month or two. That is not enough for me to really feel confident in my positions. And I think that's okay. I don't know Emiru's situation with her education level or anything, but if she's like me and that's all she has, like, it's incredibly fair to just not have a fully formed opinion yet. People are saying, like, oh, her age. Yeah, like, she's older than me. But that doesn't always equal, like, being more informed, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm just not going to pay for it. You can't say, like, well, I'm just not going to care about all this politics stuff.
When someone doesn't have an opinion on a political topic, people like you might get a little mad. When
But it's
someone
not even
doesn't
that
pay
people
their
don't
taxes,
care.
the government comes and arrests them. Okay, so that's the difference between those things.
There's this weird idea in America, especially, where, like, you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What?
Many people, most people, do not care that much about politics. I know to you and me that's like mind-blowing, that's like unfathomable, because our whole life is politics, our job is politics, like I get it. But most people's lives do not revolve around politics. They do other things other than fight with strangers online. Crazy, I know, but man, do I envy them. I was so much happier before I knew. Sadly, it is getting harder and harder for the average person to not care about politics because politics is seeping into literally everything. Politics will be bending you over and spreading your cheeks and going in dry whether you want it or not. And unfortunately, the people who are like, I just want to be left alone, are the people who are the most fucked by politics. Also,
I'm so scared of that
Emiru
if I ever
wasn't
blow
saying
up.
that she
Like,
doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference. I care a lot about like
clock it.
skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about like peptides and collagen to my audience because they don't give a shit. They're here to watch me say feminism is doo-doo and make silly little faces at the camera. Yeah, you like that shit? I hate when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28 years old. Please develop a mind of your own. All she does is pander to enemy gooner men. No.
Okay. Hear me out. Develop a mind of your own, but say exactly what I want you to say and feel exactly how I want you to feel. This is the exact reason that I am not 100% sure about how I feel on things. Because I am fucking surrounded by this. By, like, you know, just people who would be devastated to know that instead of just blindly agreeing with them, I am still researching and formulating my own opinion because the thought is like, oh, well, you're from where you're from. You must feel this way. Everyone where you're from feels this way. And that's actually something that I don't want to be against it just because I want to be contrarian. I just question it because not all people have to feel the same way, even if you're from the same place. And so that's why I'm still developing my opinion and I'm still researching my opinions and I'm still trying to figure out how I feel. I think that it's so fucking stupid for people to just be like, you're a grown ass woman. Develop your own thoughts. I can fucking guarantee you that she has her own thoughts and opinions or she's developing her own thoughts and opinions. But just because she has those doesn't mean that she has to publicly share them. I think that's really stupid. That's not the type of content that she makes. And so I just don't think it's even fucking relevant. Yeah, I don't even think it's fucking relevant.
No mind of her own. I never liked Emiru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice. The audacity! If she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to say. She would have mindlessly just been like, Ice. If Emiru came out and was like, actually, I think Ice is doing a fine job, do you think they'd be like, ah, yes, she has a mind of her own? No, absolutely not.
That's not what they want to hear. They want you to agree with them.
They are angry that she doesn't have their opinion. The absolute audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a mind of her own while thousands of you people swarm her like drones.
And then
to say the
Okay. So it's very much like say the line, but it's also like, but censorship. You're being brainwashed. But like, if you're just parroting what other people are saying, does that make you brainwashed too? Not to be like a clown conspiracy person, but if you are in an echo chamber and you're just repeating what you hear, are you just not brainwashed in the other direction? Like, isn't that how that works? Like,
line. You guys literally operate like the fucking Borg. So what I'm gathering is that Emiru is a grown woman who acts like a frail, silly little girl to entertain fat, dirty, incel, Asian fetisher weirdos and is okay with that but draws the line at saying Ice is bad. Emiru and Asmon's audience are the same. Incels love Emiru because she confirms the image of the anime bimbo stereotype that incels worship. She definitely cultivated an audience
that is
who
a
in the end
wild
are reactionary.
fucking call
racists
out.
Who fetishize Asian women. What the fuck is this Asian fetish thing? Are they just saying this because she's fucking Asian? Like, I'm trying to find a clip of Emiru saying sucky $5 or something, but it doesn't exist. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not a coincidence that she answered the question
actually
this way,
racist.
And that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishes. I don't know where this is coming from. The woman saying this is literally an OnlyFans, like an Asian OnlyFans model. Like, I'm sorry, are you really?
Oh my fucking god. On God, that's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like that is a self-report. That's a self-report if I've ever seen one. That's a self-report if I've ever seen one.
Really the person to be talking about fetishization here? The most insane part of all of this had to be when her ex-boyfriend, her allegedly abusive ex-boyfriend, posted his own Ice in the middle of his ex-girlfriend being canceled for not saying that. Like, how fucking petty do you have to be to subtweet your ex like that? Another character involved in all this is former booby streamer Caseytron.
It reminds me of whenever Amaranth started wearing a cowboy hat, because that's whenever she started going like full Nazi, basically. She started wearing a cowboy hat. It's like
I never got the memo that Amaranth is a Nazi.
And, like, these Austin, Texas streamer circles start wearing cowboy hats. That's whenever you gotta watch out.
A woman in Texas wearing a cowboy hat? Lord, take me out.
What
take
the actual fuck?
Behind the shed. Put me out of my misery if I ever become this politically brain rotted. Holy shit.
Like, you know that she probably has like weird incels donating her hundreds of dollars. It's because, like, in my opinion, like, it's all a facade to appeal to the worst.
It's because she has titties.
Like, really misogynistic, shitty incel like men. They like a woman that doesn't have any opinions. I think that she also
they like her tits.
Incels will fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically like
she cosplays and plays games. I like
pick me shit, dude. It's gonna
don't
be
understand.
Before making this video, I watched a bunch of Emiru stuff and I saw no signs of like pick me behavior at all. At least with some streamers or some YouTubers. people could be like, oh, they criticize women, so they're trying to be like one of the good ones, and they're a pick-me. Like, okay, sure, like, that's retarded. We all know that's retarded. But at least I can, like, kind of see how is Emiru a pick-me? She doesn't even do that shit. Like, where is the pick-me thing coming from? No, really, what makes her a pick-me and not the booby streamer or OnlyFans models calling her a pick-me? You are literally selling your body for men to consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick-me on earth than a fucking porn star. And me. I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of times. I'm a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give a shit. I do care, however, when other women are called pick-me.
Wait a fucking second. I've watched Shoe, but I didn't realize that she's over a decade older than me. I didn't realize she was mommy. I mean, I knew that she was a mother, but I didn't realize that she was like mommy Shoe. I didn't realize she was mommy Shoe. Wow. Wow. Honestly, that kind of just makes her more based. Because she's been around long enough to really, like, understand who she is. But also just, like, understand who she is under a bunch of different circumstances and, like, different things going on in the world. And I respect that. I respect that.
For the crime of not following a hive mind. I see it so often in, like, the Vtuber community. Like, all these Vtuber anime women will be called
Vtubers
for just saying their opinions. You have to understand, like, to these people, whenever a woman has, like, an opinion that is not, like, the corporate HR-approved opinion of the week, whenever a woman doesn't toe the line of the current thing, in this case, whenever a woman doesn't say anything, she's called a pick-me. You know, she just must have these opinions for men. No other
Am I a pick-me?
Every woman is secretly a big progressive feminist. And if they're not, they're just doing it for male attention. Because I'm sure someone who looks like this is really starving for male attention.
And then in my opinion, it's like she's not entertaining.
That's funny. I didn't move out of the way, so it looks like she's pointing at me.
I would literally rather watch paint dry.
So true, because you know what is far more entertaining than a cute, high-energy cosplay streamer reacting to memes? This is way more entertaining. And if you don't agree, you're just like an incel. Okay, bitch. Eventually, after a few days of being dogpiled by the most annoying people on Earth, Emiru came out with a statement. Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. It should go without saying that no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political, it's basic human empathy. Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is, she didn't have to make it. She was basically forced to come out and say her opinion. So did these freaks finally back off once Emiru made her opinion about ICE clear? No. Of course not. Nazi response. TLDR, go f*** yourself in your PR apology. And there it is. Of fucking course she's another dumb c***. Girl, we are not as dumb as you look. You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy the money you get from your incel audience because they're disgusting, just like you. All I hear is, I support Israel and my name is Emiru. Wait, what? Where the f*** did Israel come from? What? I don't like to talk about politics equals I'm a Nazi and I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Emiru, you are garbage Nazi-loving c***. You got orange around your mouth. Say F you, Asmongold. If you're neutral... Oh wait, if you're neutral, you might as well...
If you're neutral...
something, ho. That's what Trump wants.
You're basically MAGA. That's
get off the internet.
delusional.
So this dumb cunt needs to shut her f***ing mouth. Thank God her downfall is happening. I've been hating on her since day one and knew something was off about her. Not a good statement. She implicitly disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin. Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but what about the whole Trump administration? They're like literally the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I was like reading that book to my toddler the other day and I was like, oh my god, this is literally Twitter. You cannot give them an inch, dude.
Of course are incel fans swooping in to protect the poor little 28-year-old.
Ah yes, incels. Known for defending women online. What? What the f does the word incel even mean anymore? Does it just mean man now? It just means man.
Truly.
Man,
Yeah,
I had no idea this
I
was a
don't
thing
even really
until
understand
yesterday. How come no one
incel.
told me Emiru low-key a femcel?
Femcel! Emiru's a femcel! Oh
Also,
my-
I think
Do people
femcel is
just
like
not
a
know what
made up
words mean
word.
anymore?
Yeah.
How are they coming to these conclusions?
I mean, have you looked at her? I mean, look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her.
What does
Yeah,
that
sorry, I don't see it.
mean?
I think you guys just might be mentally ill.
We
Yeah,
need to
what
do
the
something
fuck does
about these
just look at
male-centered
her?
women.
Okay, first of all, nothing is more male-centered than centering your life around hating men. Men just live rent-free in your fucking head. Take it up with God, go to therapy, do literally anything else than make it our problem.
F her, and especially f her bestie Asmongold. I hope they get kirked. 30-year-old woman too scared to say f ice to keep her incel audience happy. Let's hope she gets abused again. Couldn't happen to a better person. Next time this cunt is assaulted, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you fucking kidding me? I hope she gets abused again. And this is what pisses me off. These are people that will be like, oh, but I'm so tolerant. I'm so tolerant. You're telling a woman to get fucking raped? Are you kidding me? And that's I'm gonna shut the fuck up before I get in trouble. But what the fuck?
Laugh and laugh. F her and f ice and f you if you support this cunt. Emiru deserved what Miskiff did to her. F Emiru for supporting ice.
Again? I fucking hate. Oh my god, I hate the internet. I fucking hate the internet.
Genuinely hope this bitch gets oh, okay. I reported that one. Holy shit. What is wrong with these people?
See, you
Yeah,
don't
what
understand.
is wrong
I'm
with these
good
people?
guy, which makes it okay for me to say f***ed up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is f***ed up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also bad guy. It's called being on the right side of history, CHUD. Look it up.
Nazis deserve death, and silence is compliance.
May I just remind the audience that this is what she said.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Am I getting
Nazi
canceled
that
because
deserves
I
death.
said that
What?
earlier?
After making her
Fuck.
terrible
I
statement
just
full of lies,
started.
Emiru decided to follow right-wing grifter Shoe0nHead. Of course Emiru is now following a fellow pathetic pick-me for being quiet about ice. They both don't want to piss off their 100% right-wing gooner fanbase.
For the record, my fan base is probably like 70% right-wing and 80% gooner. Okay, but for some reason, they didn't mind when I came out and harshly criticized ICE in my last video. Yeah, some disagreed, but for the most part, they didn't care. As long as you aren't preaching...
As
from
long
an
as you're
ivory tower
informed,
with no
too. Like,
nuance,
she always
rhyme, or
does her
reason, people don't
research.
care. I'll say some shit like, we should decommodify housing. And the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people cannot fathom a universe where people just disagree. Oh, you're just scared. You don't want to upset your
Commie
CHUD audience. I
mommy.
upset my CHUD audience every goddamn day. You're the ones terrified of your own fucking cult. God forbid you only agree with 99% of the hive mind approved opinions. God have mercy on your soul. I do not envy you. Once you bend the knee to these people, once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't actually want an apology. They want to humiliate you. They want to drag you down. At the end of the day, they have found
They
a
want to
socially
cancel
acceptable
you.
way
It's
to bully
cancel
people.
culture.
That's what
It's
this is. A lot
woke
of people
cancel
in response
culture.
to Emiru's statement were like, why did you apologize to the mob? You know, you bent the knee, you're a coward. And honestly, people don't realize how insane it can get. These people, the cult of the crybully, they come in swarms, they get in your head, they prey on your empathy, they isolate you from your friends, they make you feel like a terrible person for having milquetoast normal ass opinions, or in this case, no opinion. And when you are someone who is not used to dealing with these types of people, or you are someone in like a vulnerable state of mind, it is very easy for these cult-like tactics to work. This shit works especially well with women in particular, not to be sexist, but it's just true. Honestly, you know, now that I think about it, the only people who are immune to this are like autistic people. I swear to God, people on the spectrum are immune to the crybully tactics. What happened is Emiru just saw like a shit ton of people who were mad at her, and she wanted to do the correct thing. Unfortunately, this is just gonna make it worse. And they're moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand and clarifying the clip, you do continue to be vague about how deep your associations with Asmon are. So hopefully you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll Asmon, right? Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation.
You're allowed
The
to have
elephant in the
friends
room is
that
your
you're like
friendship with
not
Asmongold
100%
is
in
holding
agreement
us back
with.
from seeming sincere. Okay, now what about your best friend Asmongold? Denounce Asmon or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold. Assmold?
I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
Now, whatever you think of Asmongold, he is friends with Emiru. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I literally said, like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yeah,
Yes,
they
that is
want
what they
you.
want you to do.
Yeah, they want you to
Around
denounce
2018,
him
I was
and say that
facing
he's
nearly
wrong.
daily harassment for being friends with someone who was on the right. Hundreds of people were on my ass like every day. They were calling my job. They got emails of my family members. It was like non-stop. Now this person
Calling
was a
her
good
fucking
friend of
job
mine,
is
but in order to
crazy
get all these people
work.
off my back, I did probably the cringiest thing ever, and I publicly disavowed her. Publicly disavowed a friend of mine over political differences. Now, for those of you who are new here, that sounds like something I would never do, but
Yeah,
I
that
bent the
doesn't
knee to
sound
a
like Shoe at
faceless
all.
mob of
What the
people who
fuck?
hate me. And in return, I received nothing. The harassment didn't stop, the hate didn't stop. Well, needless to say, karma is real, and the same thing happened to me years later. I was publicly disavowed by friends over political differences. This story ultimately does have a good ending. Me and my friend from 2018, we made up years ago, but looking back on all this in 2026 is extremely embarrassing. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have just told those people to go fuck themselves. But in the moment, it's incredibly stressful and you just kind of want it all to stop. And you will do whatever you can to make it stop. So I understand why Emiru came out and made a statement. I just really hope she doesn't wind up disavowing friends over political differences like I did.
Yeah,
It was a
that's
huge mistake and it is
crazy.
not worth it, because you are going to find yourself surrounded by people who see you as a temporary ally and not a real friend. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a never apologize person. You should apologize if you actually do something wrong, if you actually wronged someone, but you shouldn't apologize to like a nebulous, faceless mob of people while facing down a barrel of a gun.
There is nothing that she could say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she's not a soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years.
There is nothing you can ever do to please these people, so why bother? They will not be happy until you kill yourself, and even then they will dance on your grave. And I know, like, with everything going on right now, like, is this really a video about cancel culture in 2026? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. First of all,
I mean, cancel
that
culture
because
still
of the
exists in
video. But second of all,
2026.
yeah, I feel like this is kind of important to talk about. I feel like this type of thing is part of the reason we are where we are right now. This type of stuff drives people away from the left. And more importantly than that, it's just evil. I saw some leftists covering Emiru being canceled, and they were like, the cultural shift is here. Woke 2.0, we don't play around, we're mean now. Woke 2.0? Because woke 1.0 worked out so well for you guys in the country, right? You're supposed to learn from your mistakes, not double down and get worse. I don't know how you can look at the last 10 years and be like, we have got to get more annoying. Like, what are you doing? Attacking normie streamers for not wanting to be involved in political discourse? Also, I feel like this goes
Yeah,
without
it's
saying, but I'm
fucking
gonna say it anyway.
stupid.
When I'm not smearing, like, the left as a whole, okay? This isn't fucking Fox News. This isn't the Nuxanor channel. I'm well aware there are plenty of left-wing people, especially in my audience, who feel the same way I do. I'm talking about a certain faction of the mostly online left. I was about to say it's like a loud minority, but I don't even
Yeah, I was
think
gonna
it's a
say
minority
it's
anymore. I
a
think
it's
like
a really
majority.
just
Like, I feel
loud group
I feel
of
like I'm
people.
one of the only ones like holding down the fort. Like me and Anna Kasparian. And every day I'm called a right-wing grifter for being like, hey, maybe we can focus on the issues that like actually affect the working class, you know, things that actually help people, not stupid.
I really
shit,
think
like,
that
going
Shoe
after
is like,
e-girl cosplay streamers. Like, can we just get back
I think
to the
she's
fact
really
that we
like
are all being ruled by
centrist.
satanic billionaire pedophiles who may or may not be eating children, please? Thank you. In conclusion,
I don't wanna get
Emiru did
canceled, but I think
nothing
she's
wrong. People are
centrist.
tired of having politics shoved down their throat, and you don't need to speak about things you don't want to speak about. You don't have to do that. You don't have to say the line, actually. This is mass psychosis, rivaling on 2020. These people are trying to socially ostracize this woman for not putting like a black square on her Instagram. They're just mad at Emiru for not doing like the ice bucket challenge or some shit. Like that's basically what is happening here. If you are going to streamers for political information, you are cooked. If you are going to Shoe0nHead for political information, you are deep fried. So that was that little video. If you liked my yapping, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon down below. It really helps the channel out and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!
At the risk of being canceled, I really like Shoe because I think that she really has, like, educated opinions. I think that she does a lot of research. And I do really think that she's very centrist, like, in the middle. I think that she gives a really objective view of things, and I respect that. So there will be more Shoe content in the future. I hope that you guys have a fantastic day.